All right. Well, hello, everybody. So good to have you here. I am with my friend Sharon Hammer, and we have a retreat that's coming up. So we wanted to tell you a little bit about it. And this is the Inviting in Healthy Relationships retreat that is this May, May 19th through the 22nd, up in Garden Valley, Idaho. And so, yeah, I want to introduce you to Sharon. And so welcome. Thank you for being
Thank
here.
you. Yeah, I'm super excited about doing this retreat with you, Tanya. I think, Tanya, it's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I just to introduce myself a little bit, I'm a licensed counselor in the Boise area. I see clients in my own small private practice, and I also teach yoga, and I teach at a couple of yoga studios in the Valley. And my husband and I bought some property up in Garden Valley in 2019. And before that, I've attended a lot of retreats, and now I've been leading retreats for the past 6 or 7 years. So I'm really excited about this. Will be the fourth year that we've had the retreats up in Garden Valley. Just super excited about getting started this year.
Absolutely. Yes. The weather's warming up and we're all thinking about traveling. So it's perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect timing. Awesome. Well, I know we have some pictures to look at that you wanted to share. So we wanted to share with you all the what the cabin looks like, and just so you can kind of get a feel of it. And then so let's see. Do you want to go ahead and share your screen? And
so let me just pull this up if I can. Oh, hold on.
And so I'll just talk a little bit while you're doing that, just for a moment, and just share that, we are going to be having some beautiful, healthy food throughout the weekend as we're at this retreat. Of course, there will be movement practices. I'll be doing some breathwork yoga, and Sharon will be doing some yoga. So yeah, lots of gentle, different forms of yoga to
and that's a good point to make, Tanya, is that the movement practices are suitable for any practice level. And especially being comfortable and, that you can, because some people, feel that, oh, I can't do yoga. I can't touch my toes.
Right.
But it is more about being in your own body and having your own experience.
Absolutely. Yes. Good. Yeah. That's
so I was able to share the screen. So I'm going to pull this up a little bit. These photos are off my website that you can access if you want to look at them. Again, it's Sharon Hammer Wellness, and under the About tab, there's a photo gallery. And what we've done is we converted what is the garage space that is a log cabin into the yoga practice space. So the picture on the left is the practice area, and you can see people in Shavasana there. Oops, sorry. Along with the puppy that also likes to join us. And then some of these are just pictures of we have a deck outside the house. There's a nice wooded area just across the road from where our cabin is. A lot of wildlife up there. A couple of other photographs of just people on retreats up there. We have a nice little area to have a fire when we can have open fires, so we can sit outside when the weather is cool enough. This is some food that we had from previous retreats, but our food will be just as fresh and fabulous. Some of the wildlife, wildflowers. One of the things that we can do, although our place is at the top of a ridge, we have easy access to the South Fork of the river that runs through the valley, and we go down there sometimes and do meditations, and we did some cairn building. Here's a picture we have puzzles that are out for people in free time, and then some pictures of the shared sleeping accommodation. So there's shared sleeping accommodations. We accommodate 9 people in the main cabin, and then you and I will be staying in a 1-bedroom apartment that's really just across the driveway. So I didn't want to spend too much time on this, but I just felt that it'd be nice to for people to see some photographs of the place where they'll be staying, and maybe that might help people feel more comfortable, instead of just
Absolutely.
wondering what the place is going to be like.
Yeah, it looks so cozy and inviting and clean and yeah, just comfortable. So
Yeah.
that's perfect. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. As we've talked about before, it's just so important to know that you're going to be staying in a place that feels good and where you can rest well and, be away from home and really relax because that's the goal, right?
It is the goal. And I'll start sharing my screen now so we can come back on. But what I've noticed is that it's important, like in a retreat like this, to have some structured and some unstructured time, so people can really take the time to go swing in the swing or go lie in the hammock or just take a leisurely walk through the forest, because it is a really beautiful place up there.
Yes, absolutely. I love Garden Valley.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, well, thank you for opening that up to the community and what a beautiful space. So this is, yeah, definitely a treasure.
Yeah. So Tanya, maybe talk a little bit about what got you interested in the conscious communication. And I love the title that you came up for this retreat, inviting in healthy relationships.
Yeah. Well, thank you. Yeah. So, I mean, of course, like many people, I have had, my frustrations in relationship and, my own pain stories. And so really that, was what got me, wanting to shift the way that I was communicating. And when I was leaving my last relationship and things were ending, it was really kind of a situation where I was embarrassed about the way I was communicating, and I was in a lot of pain and, very triggered and we all go through times like this in our life. So anyway, I wanted to obviously work on that and be a better person and not be as much in fear, but more in love and be
Right.
communicating that. Right. So yeah, so it just I went on my own path to learn some techniques, and then it actually took me into becoming a coach for doing this kind of work. And so I'm grateful for the lessons, and also, we just all struggle to communicate well, and it's something that we all can get better at. There's all uh, no matter, even if you're great at communicating with your partner or maybe your mom or your child, there's always somebody in your life that's probably going to be a challenge. And so we all need techniques and tools to learn how to,
Absolutely.
yeah, to
Yeah.
consciously communicate better, as I like to say. So, yeah.
Well, and I see in my counseling practice, I mean, it's so much of our lives and who we are the relationships that we have. And
Mhm.
when we can hone those skills and practice those skills of being able to communicate, and that includes listening, really being able to listen to what someone else is saying rather than our
Exactly.
mind going forward and like formulating what we're going to say,
Mhm.
and being able to see things from a different perspective, it can really change um, the way that we move through our world and the way that we engage in relationships.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. And I just, yeah, I want to obviously invite in more healthy relationships for all of us. So, we want
Yeah,
to have that courage to, sometimes have those challenging conversations and figure out how to say things in a loving and kind way, but also, get our needs met. And
right.
yeah. So,
Especially as women, I know I hate to generalize, but I can say statistically speaking, we tend to be more subtle.
mhm.
And we tend to it's easy to want somebody to know what our needs are without without explicitly expressing them,
Mhm.
and that's just not usually the way things work.
Right.
So
Yeah.
we need to be able to talk about what we need, and just like you said, in a loving and kind way.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, so yeah, tell us a little bit about what you're going to be sharing on this retreat. I want to have everybody hear more about that.
Yeah. Well, we'll kind of see how it goes when, as the flow of the retreat goes, but I'll either do either one or two smaller breakout sessions I really like to do one on sleep. I have some really good information on sleep, and I find that is something that people often struggle with, is getting good quality and quantity of sleep. And it is so important for our general overall health and the way it affects how we engage in our relationships. Because I know, like, when I'm tired, I get, kind of crabby. And when I'm well rested, I feel like I have more emotional regulation that might, I can use.
Exactly.
So yeah, so I hope to do one on sleep. And then another one I like to do is I've started calling it like befriending our nervous system. So learning about our nervous system, how it works, why it kind of works that way, and having that information can really help regulate emotions.
Sounds great. Beautiful. Well, awesome. So yeah, that just gives you a little flavor, a little idea of what we've got in store. And so I'm going to put all the links below so you can go to check out more about the retreat or to sign up. And well, you'll want to talk to Sharon if you're interested. So again, those links will be below. And yeah, so was there anything else you
And
wanted to
if
share?
anybody wants to, you'll have my phone number on there as well, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So people, if you're interested in it, text me, call me, email me if you have specific questions about the facility or the food, or any of the practices or anything like that. I'll be happy to have a conversation with you. They are pretty small retreats. We have 9, and they're limited to women. So we have 9 participants. We've 2 spaces have sold. So there's 7 spaces left.
Yep. As of
And I
today.
anticipate it will fill.
Yeah, definitely. All right. Well, perfect.
Right.
So yeah, well, thank you for sharing today, Sharon, and
Yeah.
joining me in my community. And so yeah, we hope to see you, and we'll look forward to talking to you very soon. Have a
Thank you,
great day.
Tanya. I'm really excited about it. I just can't wait to
Yeah.
get there.
Yes, I know. It's going to be so fun to play.
Yeah.
All
All right.
right. Thank
Thank you.
you.